I'm gonna go ahead and ban Yasuo. Really don't like his wind wall. Like sometimes you'll Q Yasuo and then he wind walls after it, and it still blocks the dagger from landing on the ground. It's a really annoying interaction. I just don't want to deal with it. Sometimes you have to wait it out. He can block your Death Lotus. It's just I like to ban him and Vex usually.
That's completely reasonable. You do get your ban. To ban whatever ends up being a matchup that you do hate playing into. So there is no, like, when it comes to the bans, my suggestions for that are honestly really simple. If there is a champ that at the time ends up being extremely strong, extremely broken, simply, like, you do get occasionally champs that are either pick or ban, get rid of it, as simple as that. If there is no such champ, you simply ban whatever you hate playing into.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm really glad we have Lulu.
I'm sure you do.
She's just really, really great to like get me out of situations, ult me, stuff like that. I like supports that also have CC, to be honest. Polymorph is really good. Alright, they have Echo. Rakan. So usually here, like, I decide my runes based on what more they pick here. So if they have a lot of tanks, I'll go Conquer. If not, I'll go Electrocute. So I'm just gonna have to see what they go here.
That's reasonable.
Not really tanky team so far, so I'm considering just Electrocute. Yeah.
Okay, so we're facing an Akali. What do you think about that?
So she has self-sustain, and I need to be able to like get my Electrocute off without taking too much damage while I'm retreating, because she's gonna out-sustain me. Most Kakalis like to go Doran Shield, Fleet Footwork. I'll have to see. It's not the easiest matchup, but you can lose it or win it with Cat versus Akali.
I
So
agree.
they got Quinn, Ash. Yeah, they're not a very tanky team. I'm just gonna play Electrocute this game. See how it goes.
Okay, sounds good.
Now they have Rakan Echo, and I'm thinking going Shadow Flame this game, just because they have the shields, and I can guarantee the penetration when you damage shields.
Okay, tell me which team scales better.
I'll take a look here. Let me know if you can see the in-game thing.
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so which team scales better? I think our team, because we have Shen Sejuani, and my mid-game, late game is pretty strong. As long as I don't get hard CC'd, I'll be able to wipe them. But I think we scale better. We have Kog'Maw as well.
So tell me, what are the win conditions for this game?
Well, I'll just buy real quick. Okay, win conditions. Ooh, hard question. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure. I kind of just play it out and see what happens. But I would say, let me put this audio down. I would say win condition would be. That's a really good question. I think. I mean, I'm not gonna say like, oh, win condition is I hard carry and just win the game, but because there's a lot of factors, right? But I think if I roam bot, try to pressure as much as I can, get roams around, secure objectives. Yeah, it's really hard to say. I'm really clueless on that. I'm not gonna lie. Like a win condition. I think crowd control.
Open up your
wins games.
scoreboard.
Okay.
So, press tab. Okay, we do have a Sejuani, Shen, Kog'Maw, Lulu, and Katarina. They do have a Kali, Echo Queen, Ashe, and Rakan. They do have an extremely squishy team right there. and either one of your carries that essentially gets fed carries the game. The win condition for you are simply you and Kog'Maw. One of you must get ahead in order for this game to be won. And the problem that you do have with their team is that out of 5 champs they have, they basically have 4 carries. So 4 of them can carry the game. Your number one priority that you do not give up any sort of a lead. If you cannot get a lead for yourself, you have to make sure you go even, because you do outscale their team. Simply due to your team composition, you do outscale them, and you can win based on that alone.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Okay, that's a nice slow push that you have going right there. You can go forward, push that into her, that's perfect.
Zero count's pretty low. I'm just gonna ward real quick. Feel like I can get ganked around this time. I'll just play it down here.
Okay, sounds good. Sejuani is clearing that slowly, which is fine for us. She's playing around on the top side. We do see bot lane being engaged on. That's to be expected because Kog'Maw has a pretty weak early game. Generally speaking, you do not have to do anything amazing at the moment. Like your priority is to scale, and your priority, due to the fact you want to scale, is to simply farm yourself up. If you get an opportunity to generate some sort of a secondary income, you can, but scaling for you does end up being the number one thing.
Alright.
That's a wave that's going to be pushing into you. You do see she has more casters. That's good for you. You can basically let her push the wave in because Sejuani is coming, so that can be a good gank opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't want to make it too obvious. Okay, we do want to go for it. We do see Echo coming as well. Okay, that's a massive wave.
Gotta make sure I don't miss it. Oh god.
Okay, you don't win that. That's a 4 versus 2. You just want to get out.
It's got red buff. I don't want to miss that wave, so I'm gonna try to get it.
You have to go back for the wave. You have to wait it out and you have to try to get those. You have to try to get those minions.
What do you think I should do here? Sejuani's trying to gank, but I have a wave here. I shouldn't go, right?
Nope, you have to pick up the wave. If she ends up being able to hit some nice CC, you can follow up on it, but you don't want to force anything. As we said, it is crucial that we do not give up the lead. So if we go even, that's fine. Now keep an eye out on that Sejuani. Akali is probably close to the level 6, so we have to respect that. Okay, ping that, spam ping it. Okay, go for it. You do have the ignite. If she ends up hitting a good, okay, she goes over the wall. Fair. Go back, push out the wave.
Yep.
You can ask Sejuani to help you push the wave out, because you want to hard push the wave and you want to go for a reset right there.
I'm missing a lot of minions. That's not ideal.
Okay,
I'm
let's
gonna
go
base
back, get the
here.
reset.
Oh, I'm not gonna go for that because I think I need the back, and Akali's gonna base
You
her. She's
do
gonna
have-
have items.
Yes, you do have to back. If you end up overstaying, that means that you're simply going to be staying on that lane for quite a bit, and we do not want to do that.
Yeah.
We simply want to go back to the lane, and we want to start contesting them a bit harder. Now, she made a mistake, it was obvious, nothing to be done about that. Sadly, Akali gets the kill, but for the time being, it's irrelevant because she cannot convert that into the item lead for the time being. Okay, focus on farming. You're basically waiting for her to make a mistake, so for the time being, just focus on farming. Okay, that's good. We do see Rakan. He's taking her experience, which is okay for us. We don't have to fight there. There is no reason. That's a massive wave pushing into her. So, it's really simple. With such a big wave, the odds of her trying to set up a gank on you are pretty high. And that's why we do not really want to try to overextend right there. You want to see what the wave does. Yes, farm it up. We go collect the cannon. That's nice. Push the wave in. And go rotate to get the queen.
Do I go here?
Go for it. It's a good fight, actually. You should be able to make it in time. Okay, let's take out the Takali. You do have everything. She's dead. Good job. Kog'Maw picks up the kill. Sadly, let's go back to the wave. It's not worth it for you to try to get the blue. Just go get the wave.
I bounced the Q so I can go over the wall, just to get to lane fast.
Yep, that's fine. Let's push out the wave. You wanna hard shove all of that, so that we deny her the minions, and then we wanna go get another reset off of that. You have to be hitting. You have to hard push that because you're not gonna have enough time to get the reset if you do not do that.
So always just auto attack. Just
yeah,
push
absolutely.
it fast.
You have to hard push that as quickly as possible.
That's all base right here.
Yes, you do. That's a good choice. We could have done it a bit faster,
Yeah,
but
true.
it's fine. You still do not lose any minions because she's not trying to hard push, so we can simply go back to the lane normally. That's it. That's good. Okay, so we do see that Akali is chilling mid at the moment. She starts moving finally. We want to see what she's gonna be doing. We do know that Echo is at the bot side. So now you're playing the waiting game. You're waiting for a mistake to happen. You do out-level her. You want to pick up the wave right there. That's a big wave. We do see Rakan being top. We do know that Echo was bot, so that means that they're not going to be doing a Herald right now, which is good for you. You just collect the wave. That's it. Okay, so you do not walk up right there. You can go, if you want to, you can go bot, but you have to respect the fact that Queen and Rakan were top and that they pushed out the top lane wave, which means that they could be looking for a rotate together. And that's a thing that is always worth respecting. Okay,
Is
let's
I walk
go back,
up like
push the wave
here?
in.
When I walked up mid like here, or?
I don't think they're gonna be there at the moment, so you can just shove the wave. Yes, hard shove that. And let's try to kill the queen. Like, leave the lane as it is.
Kill the what, sorry?
You want to hard shove the wave, and then you want to try to get a rotate on that queen.
Queen.
Yes,
Queen
is an easy
what does that
kill
mean?
for you. Kill the queen.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Champion.
Queen, I mean.
Your top lane champion. Go forward.
Oh, Queen! Okay. okay, I understand now.
That's it. Go for it. Take the rotate. Shen has a taunt. You can easily play around with his taunt. Check up the bush.
I think it might be warded.
Ah, okay, she got out. Let's go back. Let's go back mid. Yep, that's fine.
We don't lose any CS, so that's good.
Absolutely. It was a worthy try. Okay, just pick up the wave. Let her take a reset. You don't have a reason to stop her. Because after she takes a reset, you can go and you can try to get another reset after you hard shove the wave. Push the wave. Okay, now you want to go for the top side straight away, because if we get Echo right there, we get the Herald. Push the wave in and go for that. That's it. Sejuani is there as well. We can make it work.
Okay.
Sejuani is coming. Let's try to get it. Let's try to get it. Nice. That's the ultimate. That's a fight. That's a great fight. Shen has the ultimate as well. He can go in. You can get a double kill right there. Let's get it. Take Queen down firstly. Nice, let's get echo. That's taunt. Keep going, you have E, you have Ignite. Okay. Oh, nice. Get out.
I think Akali's gonna...
Go get the reset. You have to reset right there. Akali is there. You cannot fight that. Just reset. After the reset, you go back mid. Straight away. Yes. Now we want to go back mid. And we want to collect the wave.
I'll let red buff HP regen me here.
Yep, you do. Okay, we'll see our Academate. Keep an eye out on it.
So she's just staying top, it looks like, for now.
Yes, she is. You can expect Queen to come. You can expect Queen to come mid right there. Be careful, because with Rakan they can try to pull up a quick engage on you. Perfect. Let's take it slowly.
Oh, that's too bad.
Do we... Ah, okay, she gets out. It's fine. You see Echo, you see Queen. Be careful about that. They do know you have no ultimate. Kog'Maw is there as well, but you just want to get out. That's not a fight that you necessarily want to fight. You just want to get out. Okay, push the wave in. That's good.
The thing is, Quinn doesn't have much MR, which is good for me.
Absolutely. She's gonna be an easy kill for you, which works really well. That's why, even before I told you to go forward and get the rotate off on her, because she's easy to kill.
Oh, that's rough.
Nothing much you can do about that. Like with Sejuani dead, you simply have to give up on the Drake. You wait it out for the wave. You wanna pick up the wave, and then you're simply waiting for the next opportunity. We're gonna see what the next opportunity ends up being, but for the time being, we do not force anything. Okay, keep farming, you're good.
Do you think I'm playing too passive, or should I try to play more aggressive on her? What are your thoughts?
You cannot really kill her. Like it would be a bad idea for you to engage. Okay, see whether we get an opportunity off of that. She does not have the ultimate, sadly. Okay.
She doesn't have health potions. I guess they're doing Rift Herald.
Pick that up and let's see what we can do. Bot lane is having the prior right there. Just take a reset. That's good.
I got 2k.
Now, an important thing that you have to remember, your team outscales theirs.
Yeah.
That is something that takes a lot of pressure away from you. It is incorrect to overcommit and to play overly aggressive when you do know that you have a certain win condition, because that simply ends up making your games coin tossy. We do not want to do that.
I see. So play around the win condition, basically.
Absolutely. Okay, take a look at the top lane, see what's going on. There is a Herald.
I guess that was Ashe ult, yeah.
Yep, it was.
I should go top.
You can give it a shot. Let's see if we can pick something up here. You do have a Lulu. Okay.
Guess they're too far.
They back away. Just go back mid. Pick up your farm. This Sejuani is really being useless, sadly, for us. Okay. 3 of them are mid. It's really hard for you to defend that on your own. Pick up the wave. Let's see. If she gets a good ultimate, you want to follow up on that. That's gonna be a kill. Go for it. She misses. Okay, let's see if we... Akali's out. That's...
There
is no points. Yep. She's really hard to gank, so it was expected. You want to go, and you want to get yourself also some vision inside. Okay, go for that. That's nice. We can get a kill off of that.
I tried to pick up the dagger, but the minions were blocking me. That was so annoying.
I've seen it. So that is why I said that it is extremely important for you to. That is why I said it is extremely important for you to get vision inside of your own jungle right there. Our team seems to be able to bring that fight to an end successfully, so that's fine. But since you do see that they are roaming quite a lot, and they are making a lot of those hyper aggressive plays.
Yeah.
It's super important for you to simply position some vision inside of your jungle so you see what's going on and so you can take more control of that zone.
Would a ward here be good? Like right on the edge of that bush?
Yes, absolutely. That's a solid ward. That's a great place for a control ward, for example.
Yeah, because I usually put one here or here for control wards, like defensives.
That right there is a great spot for one. Okay, pick up the farm, and we are simply waiting for another opportunity. You want to continue farming, everything is looking pretty decent so far. Okay, pick up the farm, that's good. We do see Rakan bot. Okay, we do see Queen top as well. That Queen is gonna be dying right here. Be careful. Wait it out for the wave. We do see Akali bot. You can collect the wave right there. Be careful about... Okay, so you want to start backing away right there, because they can get a really quick engage on you, and you do not want to let that happen.
Okay, that's my bad. I don't know why I went for that last hit. I have no idea. I should have just listened.
The moment you ended up getting the cannon, you should have just bailed on that wave, because you knew that three of them took down the Drake, and that's it. Like, with the Drake going down, you do know their position, you do know that they're gonna try to collapse on you, we do know that they also have an extremely quick engage, and it simply makes a lot of sense to just back away off of that.
Yeah, true.
Okay, what do you think we want to try to do next? What will be the plan?
Well, since now they got dragon, they have 2 dragons. Well, we gotta play around win condition. We gotta scale, so we have to... We can try sieging mid or top. Yeah, probably mid. Together. I could be in a side lane, maybe get some XP, try to get ahead. But I need to make sure I don't get behind. I'm gonna help them out here.
You can try to get something off of that. That's great. Well done. That was a good decision. Now, you do know that Ashe is there, and you do see Echo pushing mid. So, she's most likely gonna be rotating towards them, and you can go. Yes, you have 2 options. You either push out the bot lane wave, or you try to go mid. Both options for you end up being fine. Okay, you found Ashe. You don't want to keep chasing, no reason.
Yeah,
let's go get a reset.
I should probably back a bit more.
Well, now you can pick up the wave. Since
Yeah,
you ended
since
up
it's here.
staying for so long, yes, you can pick the wave up. Just gather all of those minions, and let's go back and get the reset. Shen gets a kill on Rakan, which is nice. Okay. Let's go mid. We can try to pull off a decent fight off of that, so that should not be a bad call.
Try to get Proto Belt as soon as I can. I'm not gonna push here, I think. I don't know where they are.
You cannot. Safety always comes first.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. We found them. Back away slowly. Yep. And we want to be thinking, we want to continue thinking about vision right there. Vision is crucial for us.
Alright.
Okay, go for that. You do have a lot of damage. Stay around. Nice. Okay. Okay. Be ready to engage, but take it slowly. We do not want to overforce anything.
Yep.
Queen is pushing bot, so you do have a 4 versus 5 right there. Hard committing to a fight right there was actually a good choice, because whenever you do have a numerical advantage like this, that's it, go for it. Go for it, go for it, go for it. You win it, you win it, you win it. Just go in. Okay, kill Akali. Nice. Back away. Queen is still pushing bot, you're still safe. Okay. Let them take down the turret, go get the reset. It's not worth it if Queen takes you in Hib.
Yeah. I'm taking the reset.
Okay, let's go spend the gold. You can kill her, yep. Okay. Kill the minions, get yourself the gold, keep farming. Let's get the next wave as well.
I'll put vision after this wave.
Yes, you want to pick up the wave, then you want to get yourself some vision. You want to keep an eye out on the Drake. Drake is coming up. Now, we are most likely not going to have the prio for the Drake, so just leave a ward inside of your jungle. Sejuani is just coming up, and they should be on that Drake straight away, so we cannot really force that either. What's the state of the game? We want to stay with the team. We do still win those team fights quite nicely, and that's mainly what we want to be playing around of. So you just stay together, and you can win off of that. No, exactly. You cannot end up getting caught out. You have to stay behind. The whole point of having a front line, which you do have, is to stay behind. Like, you let them soak up that initial engage. You let them soak up the damage, and then you go in and you finish the fight off. That is what is giving you the scaling, and that is what is giving you a better team comp compared to what they have. So the simple fact that you have tanks that can walk up for you and soak up the damage. That's why you do win this game, and they do not.
Yeah, I need to remember to play around this win condition that I have. Let the tanks do the thing, and then I capitalize off of it. I thought for some reason I could pick off Akali quick, but it's not even worth.
It's not, because if you wait it out, you get to pick off their entire team. You have to play smart. And essentially all 3 deaths that we had so far were completely unnecessary. Like, we win super easily. So let's just make sure that's what ends up happening.
No. I don't know where they are. Do you think I should? Okay.
Stay with the team. Okay, we do see Akali. Take it slowly, kill the control ward. Okay. you don't want to get poked down, let's back away. Push the wave out, you're level 14, which is good. Okay. They are collapsing in on them. Pick up the rest of your wave. Queen is splitting top, so now you're forced with a decision. Like, you either collapse and stop the queen, or you commit to a fight. Taking queen down is easier. Significantly. Okay, that's good. Our team is gonna get her.
Yeah,
You
she's
just
deep.
wanna defend. Yep, she's dead. You just wanna kill the turret. Yep, their team tries to go for the Baron off of that, but you just win the Baron fight right there. You
I'll wait
have the
for
numerical advantage. Yes, you have to wait for the rest of your team, but you do have a numerical advantage.
Oh my god, it was warded. Okay, I
They
can
can vision. Shen saves you. Shen saves you. You're fine.
Oh my
Drop
god,
the
that was
ultimate.
close.
Good job. Good job. Keep
Do I
going.
recall? Okay, I stay.
You want to see whether you can pick up something else right there, because you do have a lot of burst damage. If you play it out smart, you can finish the fight off. Yep, he ended up denying everything with the stopwatch and his ultimate. Okay, fair.
Okay, we got 3 of them. They did end up getting the Baron, but I guess only 2 of them have it now.
That is true.
I want to get Zanya just to prevent myself from dying in these kind of scenarios.
You can. I like that. Now, do you see why defensive vision is so important?
Yeah.
Why vision control is important?
Yeah, like I wouldn't have known that Akali's was even here in the first place.
Absolutely. And then if you actually had a control ward placed inside of your own jungle, they would not have been able to engage on you like that.
What are your thoughts on me going sweeper here to clear out our enemy wards in my jungle?
We basically have a massive lack in vision score overall, so we do not have enough wards and we do not have enough vision control, so we do need a both.
Okay.
You can stick yourself with the sweeper, that's fine, but like we could use both the sweeper and the normal wards as well. Sejuani does hit a good ultimate, but it's simply not enough.
The Geralt is destroying me, sadly. He's really strong.
Okay. That's most likely just gonna be the game there. Yep. Okay. Let's wait for them to finish and we shall talk about it. Perfect.
Rest in peace.
Okay, so let's start off one thing at a time. Why do you think you lost the game?
I think I'm being I didn't play around my front line as much as I should have. Vision, I think, was also another factor. I think they shouldn't have. I shouldn't have let them get so many kills. Like, the Echo was really strong, and he just rolled us. He even ended up going Magi at the end. I think you'd be able to tell me better than I do, but I think it's because I didn't play around my front line more. Let them soak the damage. More pinks, more warding. And I could have played lane better, to be honest, as well. Like, just as a whole.
What do you think is the problem in the lane? That's what I want to hear.
At some point, I overstayed in lane when I shouldn't have, and then I got pushed. So I think I should have, like, back when people are missing, and I think go on me, so I have to be careful. Try to like back out in those kind of scenarios. I had to die less as well. I think I like you said, my deaths were kind of unnecessary and avoidable. Probably better vision would have stopped most of my deaths as well. Um,
Basically, each one of your deaths was preventable. Literally every single one of them. Now, when it comes to the game itself, now, what are the important things that you're gonna have to focus on? I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible.
okay.
Laning phase is really simple for you. You do not have like an unlimited amount of things that you can do. You are playing as an assassin. As an assassin, you do know that it is your job to eventually get yourself ahead and win the game as an assassin. You're a carry, so you need the gold. You're gonna be soaking up all the gold. Now, you have to find the fine balance between risk control and risk awareness. Why? You cannot end up taking no risk generally, but we want to limit those risks as much as possible. That is what we were doing, or at least we were not doing it successfully. That's what we were trying to do, trying to go even in the lane itself with Akali.
Mm.
Now, what you can do into Akali is that you can abuse short trades. You proc electrocute back away. Like that's what you can do into her, and that's one of the things that she cannot punish as hard. You basically do not want to let that Akali do anything that can, in essence, be seen as her gaining advantage over you. Especially not because it's another assassin. If she gains the advantage, as we said at the start when we were going through the win conditions, if she gains the advantage, she's going to be able to use it to bring the game to an end. We do not want to see that. We cannot turn her into a hyper carry. Same goes for Echo for that matter. Like you cannot give him the kills. He's also a hyper carry, and that's also a thing we highlighted at the start. Out of the 5 team members they do have, 4 of them can just go forward and carry the game. We cannot see that happening. So that's why it was your goal to first of all negate their ability to turn themselves into the hyper carries, and then to turn yourself into one without coin tossing the game. That last part was extremely important. Like we do not want to coin toss the game. Yes, could have went forward and you could have taken 100,000 trades with Akali, but that's coin tossing the game. We don't do that. We go for analytical and measured plays. That is why I was constantly telling you, okay, now you push in the wave, and when you're hard pushing the wave, you're hard pushing the wave. You're using your skills, you're using your auto attacks, you're using everything you can, and when you're hard pushing the wave, you're doing it as quickly as possible. There is no time to waste, because time is of the essence. And the bigger the window of time you do have after you push the wave in, the better that's going to end up being for you. Time you're going to end up having. More things, in essence, you're going to be able to do.
Could I ask
And
a question on that?
Go for it.
About the minions and pushing it like really hard and no time to waste. You know, like sometimes like a minion is just about to die, but one auto attack won't kill it. But if I auto attack, I'll miss the minion. Well, what are your thoughts on that? Should I wait it out and then hit it, or what do you think?
Okay, regarding that, that's like it's also pretty simple. You usually have a couple of minions. It's usually not just a single minion. So while you're waiting for one minion to get low enough, you can hit the other one.
Ah,
Or you
fine,
can kill
fair.
it with your skill. Like you just don't want to be wasting the time. You want to be the damage so that their wave is soaking up the damage so that you push as quickly as possible. You push the wave in, you start looking for those opportunities. That's, for example, why you ended up being able to pull off those nice roams to the top lane that ended up that ended up resulting with you getting something out of them.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. Like that's what you want to be doing consistently. Like she goes forward, tries to take a rotate. If you think you can match the rotate, you can try to match the rotate. If you do not think that you can match the rotate, you push the wave in, which makes her lose the minions, which again negates portion of the gold she ended up getting out of the rotate, and then you end up moving forward and trying to do another rotate yourself. You do not have to rotate to the same part of the map. Do you get what I mean?
The same part of the map? Oh, like, I mean,
Yes. You do not have to rotate to the same part of the map. If she goes bot and you do see that you
uh-huh.
have a free queen at the top lane, you can go and get yourself a kill on that queen. Like, that's how you build an advantage. You do not have to do the same thing that she's doing. You can match her by doing other things as well, which in this case was you, for example, going top and taking out queen. The reason we wanted to take out queen was mainly because it's easy. Like it's easy killing a queen. She does not really have any means to escape your gank, especially with a Shan, and bursting her down is extremely simple,
Yeah.
extremely straightforward. So that's why you wanted to go top. And that's why I was forcing you to go top so much. Getting your free kills on Queen, first of all, negates Queen. She ends up being useless. This one was not exactly useless because, again, she was able to split push quite well.
Yeah.
But we wanted to push her behind even more. And in addition to that, ganking top is a lot safer for you than trying to gank bot. Like when you try to gank bot, a lot of things can happen. You're facing an Ashe, you're facing a Rakan. Uh, they have a number of ways to stop your ultimate. They have a number of ways to outplay you. You have to constantly think about where is the echo, whether there is a Kali there as well. So it's simply way too risky. Unless you're certain that echo is not close by, and unless you're certain that the Kali can influence the fight, ganking Queen is a lot safer for you. And that's like that weak link inside of their team, based on which you can create a lead for yourself. And then you simply go forward playing around of it. As simple as that. Like you stoke up the gold out of the queen, and then you go forward and you just keep expanding that lead. After you pick up 3 kills on queen, you're gonna be able to start fighting the Akali. But you cannot fight Akali while the two of you are even, because that makes the fight coin tossy and we don't want to do that. Also, you ended up being punished extremely hard by Rakan. That's something you knew. Like you knew that Rakan was roaming constantly, and you knew that that's the playstyle that this guy was going for. He was not really able to get himself a lead at the bottom lane, so he ended up deciding to go for the roams. He came mid, he went top, and it was pretty obvious that he was going to be coming mid again. You ended up not getting yourself a control ward and placing it defensively so that you cover that bot lane path that leads to your lane that essentially saves you from those Rakan ganks. That's also what you ended up being punished for extremely hard. And like the one that probably the biggest mistake out of all of those was when you ended up seeing them get the Drake, and just literally ended up greeting it out for one caster, and you died because of that.
Which
Like,
dragon? The first one, or I can't recall.
I think it was the second one. Like when they
Okay.
took the Drake, you ended up staying mid to farm up a wave. I told you to back away, and you stayed to finish off the
Yeah.
casters. Yes, like
Yeah.
you do know that that they are at the Drake, and you do know that they are together. So it's obvious that they're gonna try to get something out of it, and that's something that they're gonna try to get out of it is killing you essentially.
Yeah, I don't know why I even E to get that one minion. Like, it wasn't even worth it. Just grab the cannon and back out. I have a
Absolutely,
question on the Quinn split push thing.
go for it.
I'm just can I screen share
So
my video player? One sec. It's
you,
like the VOD.
I'm gonna explain you the queen thing. You don't have to screen share
Okay,
anything.
no worries then. So
It's
basically, she was
Let me just
splitting.
tell you the mistake that you made before you even ask the question. So
Okay.
what ended up happening right there was that the two of you generally ended up having, uh, not the two of you, like your team as a whole generally ended up having a decent game. However, you ended up not doing anything with the information that Queen was splitting. None of you really did anything about it.
Yeah.
Queen kept on splitting. You did nothing with the information. What were you supposed to do? So, we ended up killing I'm not sure who it was, but one of their team members
Yeah, we
died.
killed Akali and Ash. We killed both of those.
Yes, Akali and Ash were down, Queen was bot, and we ended up not forcing the Baron. That was a free Baron for us, and we did not do it. That Baron right there was for you the breaking point of the game. It's not a mistake that you're allowed to make. Like, you have a free Baron, you do know she's splitting bot, she can do nothing about it because she cannot simply do anything about it. She has no way to reach it. Even if she could reach it, nothing she can do about it. So after that massive fight you have had, you should have just went forward, took the Baron, backed away, and stopped the actual push. With the Baron, like after your team gets the Baron, it does not even matter whether she gets a turret or whether she does not get the turret, you have the Baron. That's a massive amount of gold on your side, that you do get the empowered minions. Like, it's simply in the worst case scenario, it extends the game for another 5 minutes, allowing you to scale. Now, if you ended up really feeling lost, like Queen was splitting and you were like, oh my god, what should we do? Queen is splitting. Like, when Queen is splitting, as with any other split pusher, the split pusher is splitting a lane. That means it is 4 of them versus 5 of you. The choice is logical. You cannot wait. When you end up being in that scenario, you go in, you attack, you wipe out 4 of them, because 4 of them means that you do have the numerical advantage over them. 5 versus 4, you take them out, it's easy. Even if you have a lead, 5 versus 4 numerical advantage negates a huge chunk of that lead. After you take them out, you can go forward and see what's open in the map itself. Like, you either go forward and you pick up the you either go forward and you pick up the fight, or you end up going forward and you go back, or you pick up the objectives that are open to you. Like, you have a load of options. You just have to go for one. You
Yeah.
cannot be indecisive, because whenever you're indecisive in that situation, you're giving them exactly what they want. The split pusher split pushing while you refuse to engage on a four team group, or on a 4-member team group right there that's in front of you. So the decision must be made. Like, one of you, does not have to be you, like one of you either has to go and match the split pusher so the split pusher does not get anything, or you wipe out 4 members of his team.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's what I wanted to ask is like we kill two and I get it. So Baron is now an option. We should go Baron. That like you said, multiple options, but is the ideal one Baron or the mid
Yes.
turret? Okay, so Baron is the ideal one.
Baron.
Now who
Yeah.
goes bot to
What
defend against Quinn? Does anyone go bot to defend? What if she gets inhib and stuff like that?
uh if you get 3 of them and the Baron, it's fine. Like, even if she gets the inhibitor, it's an okay trade. As
Oh,
simple as that.
so it's an
Yes,
okay trade to take Baron and they take inhib. That's fine. It's good for
absolutely.
us.
Yes, it's a good fight for you, especially because you ended up getting 3 kills in addition to the Baron itself. So you won the trade right there. Now, who goes to contest Queen? Well, Queen must be contested by the person that can contest Queen the easiest. Now, realistically speaking, it would be you because you do not do any significant damage to the Baron, and for a Baron taking, you are basically as useful as a scuttle crab.
Yeah.
So you do not do much. You just bail on the Baron. You let your team get it done, and you go
Right.
forward and you simply contest the queen.
Because Shen had the ultimate, but he can't duel the Quinn, can he? I mean, he's like, Quinn can just kite him back. So I guess Shen
Uh,
wouldn't be able to duel the Quinn and then ult if he needs to get back to us. Or something like that.
yes. Since the fight was already done, you do go to contest the queen. Not Shen, you go. Because again, Shen as a tank is gonna be more useful for the Baron than you will.
Okay, see. Yeah, that was like the part where I just wasn't sure, because I saw no one recalling for Quinn, so I'm like, okay, so I guess I will do it. Um, like in my head, also I was thinking, well, if I'm not there with the team, what if a team fight breaks out and I'm not there, and I'm like really strong, and I don't know. I was like there was a lot of thoughts in my head there on like what's the best thing to do. It was a
Let me help you out with that as well. You won the fight. Like the fight is not gonna be happening in front of the Baron. The fight is done.
yeah, we killed two, yeah.
Absolutely. Like
And it was
there's
okay,
gonna be
yeah.
no fight happening. That's why you can go and contest the queen, and after that, I mean, you simply play accordingly.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I wish I played a bit better though. I should have probably also got more electrocutes off on Akali and lane. Like I usually do that. But I was trying to focus on farming because I know that's like one of my weakest points, like farming. I tried to
Uh-huh.
prioritize that today, just make that the thing that I do the most. But
Uh,
what
Fair
were your
enough.
thoughts on my farming in general?
Has to be way better. Like farming is something that you're missing quite a lot out of. First of all, your last hitting is not as good as it has to be.
Yeah.
Same goes for your wave management. Like everything regarding the wave management can be improved significantly. Hard pushing, slow pushing, like all of it. The slow pushing that you did, it did not really look to me like meaningful slow pushing. Like you were slow pushing with a plan. It simply felt to me personally as if you were slow pushing because, so to say, those were the cards that were dealt to you. So that's another thing that's worth mentioning. Like you have to be more consistent when it comes to those things.
When it comes to vision, should I every time my trinket comes up, right? Because it has two charges. So the moment it comes up and I have lane control, do I just immediately go ward? And if I don't have lane control, should I hold on to my ward until I get better lane control so I don't get
It
picked?
mhm, does not have to be done instantly. It does not have to be done straight away. That's a fact. However, you want to try to do it as early as possible, and you also want to be placing wards as well with a game plan. Like you don't just ward randomly because you
Hmm.
have a ward up. You have to ask yourself, really, what are you trying to achieve with the ward? Like, what's
So
the
like
point of it?
roaming bot would mean I'd place a pink ward in the island bush so that I can play like be safe running there, I guess.
For example, yes, or you can use it to make sure that they do not have the vision. Once you get to the actual bot lane, you place it in one of the bushes so that you can make sure that there is no vision there. Or you can place it inside of your jungle to see whether someone goes inside of it to try to gank you from there.
I see. Anything major as well, in your opinion? Anything major that needs to be pointed out?
Nope, those are the major things that are important as of now.
So as a summary, um, make sure we get better last hits. Um, oh yeah, I wanted to ask, what are your thoughts on? I know you mentioned this earlier, but I just want to be 100% sure. In the event that Akali's roaming bot, and I see her in the Dragon River lane, like Dragon River, and I'm mid
Okay.
lane. So
Uh-huh.
you mentioned not to follow the Akali and go top instead, or let's say I push mid. I know like pushing mid is also an option, but what do you should I ever follow someone?
If you do think you can realistically make it on time, you can. But the thing with that is that your first priority is pushing the wave in because that negates her the farm, which makes up for the portion of the of the lead she may get with the roam itself, and then you look for another opportunity to get yourself the gold, which is top, because she's already faster than you are, and by default she's gonna get there before you will, which simply makes the chances of you being able to do anything significant smaller than they should be. So that's why it was better for you to go top instead.
I see.
Yes.
I feel like that's where sometimes I'm like always not sure if I should follow or push. Like sometimes there's so many situations where if I don't follow, my team gets upset with me and like, oh, why didn't you follow? And so
Does
in
not
my head,
matter.
I'm thinking like, oh, should I be doing that or should I, it just like it always like concerns me sometimes. Like, what's the best course of action? A lot of the times I do follow, but sometimes I push. It depends like so much on the like if I roam bot and it doesn't work out, would you consider that a coin flip? Because we're trying to avoid coin flips, right?
Absolutely. Like if you lose nothing for it, in that case it's fine. But if you go bat, you die, and they pick up like 1,500 gold off of that play. It's a coin flippy play. It was a bad play.
So ideally, I would be the one pushing the lane and I'm the one roaming instead of the one following. Would you say that's better?
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I just need a better
Absolutely.
lane control. I need to
Mhm.
learn how to play from behind as well. Like that's a big factor I feel. Because when I'm behind,
Uh,
I that's where I struggle the most, I think.
I do agree, but essentially, like in this game and generally in the games you play, we want to make it so that we do not end up falling behind
Yeah.
as our priority. But yeah, like I do think it was a fun game, and I do think it was a pretty decent learning opportunity on that end. So solid. That
Awesome,
does
dude.
essentially some. Yeah, what's up?
I just said awesome, dude. That's all. Like I appreciate your time and everything.
Absolutely, it's been a pleasure as it always is, and simply like try to put those things into the practice. Let me know how it ends up working out. And if you do end up having any questions, like feel free to reach out, and we can aim to set the next one up for either Friday or Saturday.
What are your thoughts on Thursday, tomorrow? Are you free tomorrow or anything like that?
Uh, I'm not sure whether I'll be. I can end up hitting you up if I do end up being free, and we can do it.
Okay, fantastic. So
Yes.
Thursday and Friday I can do. Weekends I will not be able to. So Thursday or Friday is good, and we can do Monday if you can't do Thursday, Friday. It's up
Sounds
to you.
good.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Like I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow once I do know more, and we can plan based on that.
awesome, awesome. I really appreciate you,
Amazing.
dude. Thank you so much.
Thank you as well. It's
Yeah,
been a pleasure, and do enjoy the rest of your day.
thank you so much. Take care of yourself.
You too. Bye.
Peace. All right, so that's one game. We're gonna go again tomorrow, guys. We're gonna go again tomorrow. We will do another session with the things he mentioned. We're gonna try to apply them. Okay? I'm like so rusty, chat. By the way, how's it going, chat? How y'all doing? I wasn't interacting with chat, by the way, because I needed to focus on the game. I need to focus on performing.